UK, yeah, it's a bit of a... I'm just getting a little bit for a car, you caught me.
I've just got half of the name of the title of her initiative here. Ladies and gentlemen, Coral Reid is with me in the studio, and she is the founder. I can call you founder.
One of the founding members.
Co-founder of the Reggae Fraternity UK. Right, I missed the UK bit out again. Okay, Reggae Fraternity UK. Coral, what's it all about?
Reggae Fraternity UK is recently founded in April 2015. It came together because, well, over the years we've been talking, as I say we, but musicians and artists have been talking about bringing professionalism, or the reggae industry being more professional, especially in the UK.
Of course.
We found that you're treated better abroad, that you get better treatment sometimes from other races, but when it came to our own, it seemed like we didn't know how to treat each other in a professional way. So after, I suppose I would say, one complaint too many, Lorna G and Noel Tapper, I think it was, they got talking, and then we said that we have to come together. They said they have to come together. We have to have a body that people can come to and have support and feel that they're being represented professionally. Musicians and artists primarily. And it took off from there.
Wow.
We started a group on Facebook, and Lorna asked the question, would anybody be interested in coming together in a group, airing our views, and taking it from there and see what we could form. And people started to say, musicians started to say they're interested, artists started to say they're interested, and we had our first meeting in April, and it's just taken off from there, really.
What was the main thing with the first meeting you had? It's only the first one, mind, but even in that one, what did you sense from that? What was the main sort of like beef? I shouldn't use the word beef, but what was the main contention? What was the main thing?
The main thing was, I think it's being respected and being honoured. An artist turns up for an agreed price, for services, because they're singing and people do want to watch them sing and hear them sing. And then the way they were treated, the treatment of the artists. Sometimes they weren't paid, sometimes they weren't paid what was agreed, and then sometimes they, just the treatment of, you got an artist in your midst. The artist is the reason that the records are being sold, and so on, and the way they, put them in a nice way, give them support, the timekeeping, sound checks, all the things that comes from treating an artist right. It wasn't there. The professionalism wasn't there, and that was the main. I think that was the main thing that was being discussed.
I wonder though, Coral, would you think it was that, as you said before, when you first started talking to British black artists, not the same as a Caribbean artist when they come over here?
That's right.
They're being treated a bit more.
Yes, a lot of effort goes into getting international artists over. And even the artists over here, they've said that when they go abroad, they're treated better. But it seems that we can't seem to treat our own the way that we would want to be treated. So that's what Reggae Fraternity is about. Bringing professionalism in the UK. We're concentrating in the UK. We're saying to people that, yes, there are really great artists abroad, there are really great artists internationally, but there are really great artists in the UK, and you can, if you treat them right, and if we have the contracts, and if we pay them properly, and do all the things that we talk about, because we all talk about it, we've been talking about it for years and moaning for years, but if we actually get up and do something and act in the way that we should, we would have a great unity and body of UK artists and musicians. I really think so.
Indeed. So what's your next step now? So you've had the first initial meeting. So the next meeting, is it going to be every month? Is it going to be every...
We're aiming for bi-monthly, but we're not going to just, say, right, rigid, 2 months, every 2 months. We're going to try and do as much as we can in the time that we have.
So again, we're looking at another agenda, different side of things. What are you going to have a theme to each meeting, or would it be whatever you want to raise? Is it like whatever they want to raise, topical?
Well, some of the artists have emailed in certain points and things that they want to be raised, so we're addressing it as we go along.
Yeah.
We're having a meeting next week on the 11th, and there are a few points that we're just going to let people know what we've decided as based on what has been discussed in the first meeting. We came together and we discussed what we needed to do, what was the next step. So we're letting the members know at the next meeting, which has grown. The next meeting, we're going to let them know what's going on, and from there we'll be just taking more and more steps. We're hoping to have a launch of Reggae Fraternity in October.
That's interesting. And I mean, no doubt you would have had a quick word with Victor Evans and Janet Kay.
Yeah, they're members. So
this is it.
Because we're trying, as I said, we're trying to get the UK artists together as a body, of members who are interested in being professional. So that the promoters can see, look, there is a body there that will treat them professionally, and hopefully the promoters will be encouraged to do the same, follow suit. It's not about blame game and pointing fingers or being against anybody, but just encouraging everybody to raise the standards.
Raise the standards, indeed.
Because when you raise the standards, you're more confident.
Of course,
and then you'll perform better.
Yes, of course. Of course. So, I mean, when you talk about certain promoters, we know about some key, and I'm talking reggae geeks here, right? So some key promoters who would, as you say, take the artist. They know the artist is good. That's why they bought them in the first place. But in regards to how they treat them, make sure their dressing room, they've got the things laid out, everything's like you go and do your check, you go and do your. So because they're so used to them, and because this is it, they lose that professionalism.
Yes,
is that my brother?
That's right. That's right.
But no, you should never. Never do this.
Well, there's too many horror stories like that.
This is it.
Make them feel special. I always like to. I work with an artist, okay? I'm an agent for an artist, and I always like to make her feel special, because making her feel special, she becomes more confident.
Of course.
And I've seen that confidence. We would never forget. Never forget.
This is it. So you've got an email address, obviously, because you say you've been getting emails,
Yes.
Do you just want, is it also about, do you want the general public, the ones who go out to the gigs, the ones in the audience, and the ones that see how things are done on stage and say, well, I feel sorry for that singer because that set looks rubbish, or that. So do you want also, the what do you call them, the audience member? Can they email you with a comment?
Absolutely, if they want to. If they want to,
and give any views they may have.
Yes.
And where improvements can be made too. Okay, that's great. Carol, just give out your details.
If you want to email us at Reggae Fraternity, you can email us at info@reggaefraternityuk.com. So that's info@reggaefraternityuk.com, and we will welcome your comments.
This is good. And when we talk about our UK artists, as we just had the two that just left here, Paul Dawkins. There's too many to name. Peter Haringale.
I've interviewed Paul Dawkins.
I mean, there's just too many to name. When they're giving out their grievances, did they all have grievances? Did you find that they all had a grievance to make? Did anyone say?
I wouldn't use the word grievances for all of them, but they all had comments to make. Yes, because I've been in the industry a long time, and they've put up with a lot. Some of them had admitted that sometimes people only treat you the way you allow them to treat you.
Indeed.
So some of them have admitted that in a way it was their fault too, because they should have spoken up, or they should not have accepted a certain treatment. That was because you've accepted a certain treatment. The condition has lasted a long time, and it's time to put a stop to it, because my son is a musician. He's coming up. The young people are coming up. What are we going to leave for them?
What are you showing them? What example are you showing them?
There are people who are interested in reggae, younger people. Where are they going to go?
What's happening there?
Is there a body for them? Is there somewhere they can go? Is there advice? There's nothing.
There's nothing at all. I mean, when we talk like this, people might be saying, well, she's saying things good and she's talking a lot. Well, what's her background about? Let's find out, shall we? Come with it. You show your credentials, because you know your onions. And you talk to us about your career today, because you've been in it for X amount of years. You could say all that yourself.
Well, not really, you know. I grew up in church.
Yes.
I grew up in church. But my family, we've got singers. Yes. I sang myself, more in a choir or backing. We've got musicians in our family. My son is a musician and a singer. Yeah. So I grew up in music. Yes. Or, in church. Yes. So I can spot a singer or I can hear a certain voice. Yeah. And I had an appreciation of music. Yeah. And reggae being among the genres as well. But then reggae just took hold of me. Yes. I can't describe it. I just love reggae. Yes. So I started to go out and listen. You would normally find me in a corner, little bit of brandy in my hand, and I'd be listening, to reggae. And but I'm a person, if I want to find out something, I'll ask you questions. Yes. I will go and inquire. Yeah. So I used to talk to the DJs. And some of my school friends were DJs. Yeah. So I talked to the DJs, I used to talk to the promoters. Yeah. And they realised that I really was interested in the music, you know. Yeah. And so I took everything in. My brother, he's a gospel award winner for mixing. Yes. So I knew all about mixing and how it sounds and that kind of thing. So I got talking to him. And then I used to watch the DJs, how they mixed and how they did things. Yeah. So I'm listening to everything. So they realised that I was really interested in that. And my personality is, as you can see, I like people, I like talking. I'm a good communicator, I believe, And so people started to use me for events. I would be the face. People come in, I collect the tickets, for dances or for an event. And so you get talking to other people in the business, events and so on. And that's how it started to go,
And firsthand you can see how the promoter is dealing with the artist that he's booked in as well.
And I would pick out things in the venue. I would tell them, no, don't do it that way, or the toilets are not, too. And I'd be like that, and I'd be. I was always that kind of person. Yes. I would say I'm a good facilitator. Yes. I'm behind the scenes. I'm always doing stuff. Yes, yeah. And then, it just started from there. Yeah. I went to one event and I heard a group called Quest sing, a reggae harmonic group, and I was like, oh my gosh, they sound so good. Yeah. And I couldn't understand how they weren't sort of out there, doing more. Yeah. So I started to talk to them about it, and then I started to work with them, like promoting them and things like that. Yeah. And that's how I got into working with artists and all of that. And then... I've been learning. I suppose I've been learning. It's a craft, It's just like anything else. Just like the artists hone their skills, I suppose I hone my skills as support and facilitating and so on. Yeah. And until I'm here now, and I am agent for Audrey Scott, the singer.
Yes.
So, she has taught me so much, and it's a pleasure. We are friends as well, but she is a pleasure to work with, and she has really helped me to understand the business, to understand the industry. And before this Reggae Fraternity was formed, it's something that we talked about a lot, professionalism. And I said to her, how we met was I interviewed her for my magazine, and I said to her, I can represent you on a professional level, because the treatment... It wasn't good. Yeah. It wasn't good. The dealings with promoters and that wasn't good. So we said no. Let's just raise our standards a bit. And then it just so it coincided with what was happening. Yeah. People were starting to say, no, we have to do something. And here we are.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Talk to me a bit more about your son, actually, because you said he's
my baby. Your baby. My eldest baby. His name is Ashley J. Reed. Yeah. He's a pianist and a singer. He's gorgeous. Yeah. He's fortunate. He did music in school, and I let him do music. We always wanted to be a doctor and lawyer, but Ashley wasn't having it. Yeah. He did music in school. He left school. He went to university. Yeah. Last year he did 4 months in a 5-star hotel in Abu Dhabi, playing. Yeah. Came back, played in a jazz cafe. He's got a band over here. He's currently recording and studying music, and I want him to. He's very proud of me. Yes, he's very proud of me. He thinks I'm really cool being in music, but I want him to have something to look to. I want him to have an example of, I would say, especially black people working together. Because he needs to see that. Him and other musicians need to see that, you know, we can come together and we can make things happen.
In a professional manner. Yeah. Indeed. So he's on Facebook, so people could check him out.
Ashley Reid. Ashley Reid. He doesn't do any fancy names like me. I'm Coral Consciously, but he does Ashley Reid. So Ashley Jordan Reid.
Check him out. Okay, Coral, we'll have to round this up. So you say that there's going to be a huge launch in October.
Humongous.
So, and where's that going to be at? Is it going to be based in London? It's going to be here?
It's going to be based in London. I'm presuming it's going to be based in London. More details will come out.
Please.
We have a website, and that will come out as well. We're just tweaking that, the final bits. A lot of things have happened in the last couple of months, which I'm really proud about.
That's good.
And thank you for the opportunity as well for coming on here, because that's going to be even better. Keep an eye out for us. We mean business.
Right, you better do, because my number one music is reggae. Everybody knows there's a reggae girl.
Oh, really? Oh, well, you're coming, girl. You're coming.
Reggae.
My
name.
I love my reggae.
Excellent. So, Carl, as we end up once again, any information that you can give out, the email address once again to our viewers.
Yes, info@reggaefraternityuk.com. Okay, and just write in whatever you want to know. If we don't know, we will find out for you. But I'm sure we've got such a wealth of information there that you will know what you need to know.
Excellent.
Okay.
Lovely
Once again.
We're going to be seeing you more and more. And as we come towards October, we're going to be giving out all the details about this huge launch. And it's important that we have these sort of initiatives going on. We've got to keep reggae clean and good and nice.
Clean and professional.
And very professional.
Very professional.
Right on. We're going to go for a break now. I think we're staying musical still.
Right.
I've got a clue here. Okay, see you soon.